All right, so today we're diving into the new Sunova Foil Drive Collaboration Board, a design built specifically for powered up foiling. With a flatter rocker, hard edge rails, and a clean flat bottom, it's meant to maximize your time on foil using foil drive. But is that all it's good for? I brought in Ed Junquet, our go-to guy for downwind sup, winging, and powered foiling in general, to really test this board at the higher end of the weight range. At 210 pounds and 6'2", Ed typically uses a 60-liter board with his foil drive. Today, he's jumping on the 39-liter Sunova to see how it handles both with foil drive power and prone. Let's see what happens when we push this design and possibly Ed past their comfort zone.
Mic test 1, 2, 3. Dave is very handsome. Yeah, as a 200-pound rider, I was really surprised. I haven't been really prone foiling on too many small boards. I've been using mostly mid-lengths. And this thing was super easy to paddle into the waves, unassisted with just prone foiling. And then with the foil drive, it was fairly easy to get up and going. Yeah, I really thought that the board planed really well. I actually had a pretty gnarly touchdown pumping back out. And I think it rebounded perfectly. I hit even like a little further up, but the rails are really sharp up here. And I think it just threw the water right off and kept pumping. That was without the foil drive. With the foil drive starts, I was able to flat water it, which was awesome. I didn't think that would be possible. And I was also able to get up in the downwind bumps and in the waves very easily with using like 70, 80% power on the remote. Yeah, so the flatter rocker, it really felt smooth under my feet. Once I popped up, I didn't feel like an abrupt amount of lift, and it was nice. I wasn't forced to really move my front foot around. Sometimes on some boards that have a lot of rocker, I'll have to really walk up on that board while on motor on the foil drive. This board felt really smooth, and I was able to keep my feet almost in the same position and just move my back foot back when I was ready to do some turns. The board didn't feel twitchy at all. I did a couple of prone foil sessions on it without the foil drive first. I preferred to actually do a little bit of an offset stance like I always do, but my toes weren't even hanging off of the rail, just off the pad a little bit. And I felt like the board surfed really well. Yeah, the wider nose definitely helped me, because sometimes I have some heavy hands when I go to pop up, but I can bury the nose in. This board keeps a lot of volume in the nose. So it was very simple for me and very easy for when I went to pop up, pushing on the rails and replacing it with my foot, keeping that board planing. Yeah, I really do like a concave deck. I feel like it helps me figure out where my feet are on the board. So this was no different from any other concave decks that I ride with my stand-ups and my other boards. It just gives me a nice like textual feel for my feet and where I am on the deck of the board, if I'm off-centered enough. And I really like it when I'm doing turns because it allows me to push into the rails a little bit better. Once again, like another nice thing with this board is I didn't feel like my foot position changed much. I dropped the foil right about the same spot, maybe an inch further up than I had the foil drive. Actually in the 4 position on the back was the back of my mast. And I was riding the Code 1300 both times. And I didn't have to really adjust my foot placement. They were kind of similar. So it was nice, familiar feeling when I hopped on it in prone right after. So mostly I've been riding mid-lengths. I've been riding like a 5'10", like 60-liter prone and with the foil drive. The only difference that I really see on it is the ability to flat water start. For me being 210, 215 pounds, I use a lot of battery with this one when I have to flat water start it. Not that I have to, but sometimes it's nice. But other than that, this board kind of changed my mind and gave me a little bit more fire under my, to start riding some smaller boards again, especially prone foiling. And with the foil drive, because it is nice to not have as many touchdown points. This board seems to really have a narrow tail at the very end, so my other mid-lengths have a lot more tail out the back, and once in a while I'll touch those down. So it has definitely changed my mind and makes me want to ride a smaller board again. Yeah, that's the goal, right? Have a board that does it all. I think that this could be definitely a good 1 quiver board for foil drive and prone foiling. I don't think that I would wing on this, but I'm sure lighter guys could probably wing on this. I think it could definitely match for a prone foil drive board, and there's no need for a prone board other than this. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the 39-liter Sunova Foil Drive board. If you want to check out more, go to greenhatkiteboarding.com. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the Green Hat Kiteboarding YouTube channel. Thank you.